How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are on the planet. Hey, this is Rosemary Nonny Knight, or RNK, and this is the Church of RNK. How are you doing? Okay, let me read this to you. I was just reading it this morning, for me, anyway. But you, O Lord, are a shield around me. You are my glory, the one who holds my head high. You, O Lord, are a shield around me. You are my glory, the one who holds my head high. Wow. It just really spoke to me this morning. These are words from sacred texts that I love to read. You, O Lord, are a shield around me. You are my glory, the one who holds my head high. I was thinking about how, yes, we are safe. We are elevated when we do certain things. And those certain things include, as spiritual people, they include connecting with Source, connecting with higher power, connecting with your intuition, not choosing to live from a place of let me look around and see what's happening in the regular world and then react as a result of that. That's not a safe place, and it doesn't feel safe, does it? It feels scary. You look at the world, you see the news, you think to yourself, my goodness, everything is going to pot. And then you're trying to act from that place. Of course you don't feel safe. Of course you don't feel secure. Because that's no way, that's no place to gain safety or security from, or certainty at all. Yeah, if you look at the world as the media reports it to us, it's scary. But you want to feel safe, you go within. You get back in touch with your higher power, Source within. You, spiritual person, you connected to that wisdom within you, and you start to act from that place of wisdom, honey, that is safety. That is where safety arises from. That becomes a shield to you. Again, the words, you are a shield around me, you are my glory, the one who holds my head high. And there's a part of you as well that wants elevation. Yeah, you may think it makes you proud to think that you can be elevated, or that your head can be raised above others, or anything like that. And in some ways it doesn't, forget that it's not proud. It is just these words. When you connect to your higher power, to your source within, okay, when you start looking within you for answers rather than looking out of you for answers, you become wise to people who are looking outside of themselves for wisdom, because you are connected to the real true source. It just is the way it is. And so, yes, there is an element of elevation. It may not be something you're seeking. It's just something that happens. It's just a natural progression because you have done what needs to be done, which is go within. That's where your safety lies. That's where your guidance comes from. That's where, all the clearing and there's a lot of clearing that needs to be done in terms of fear and shame and guilt and just that we've lived in this world where there's a heck of a lot of crazy stuff happening. Our parents brought us up the best way they knew how, but coming out of our childhood, we've come out with wounds, scars, all of that stuff that needs to be cleaned and cleared. Absolutely. But the only way you get to do that is by looking within, seeking guidance, paying attention to those nudges within you, finding the courage and the confidence to live by your conviction that actually, as a spiritual being, you're more than just the flesh and blood. Okay? Actually living to that, rather than just talking about it. And then when you see the news, you think, oh no, I better just be reasonable. Basically, there's nothing wrong with being reasonable if it's coming from a place of connection. If it's coming from a place of fear, then there's everything wrong with being reasonable. Basically, if you see what I mean. You, O Lord, are a shield around me. You are my glory, the one who holds my head high. So you can have your head held high. You can see above the crazy that we sometimes feel surrounded by in the world that we live by literally tapping within. It seems like, I say it now so boldly, but it's taken me a while to get to the place where I can just be who I am, and who I am has always been someone who seeks what God is saying, apart from when I'm being fearful, of course. But I'm calling you. Spirit within you is calling you to look within first. You want true safety? You want true certainty? Follow the intuitive nudges that bubble up within you. See the vision you've been given for what your life could be, for the work you're here to do, what your relationships could look like, how healthy you could be. See that vision that is within you, that vision that has been within you since practically birth, before you were told that you have to be reasonable and do reasonable things. See that vision. Ask for guidance to make it a reality. That is where safety, security, elevation comes from. Transcend your current circumstances. I know that there are times when there's struggle, when it feels like what is happening to you is so real that it feels like it's wishy-washy nonsense to consider that you can look within and live from a place of intuitive guidance. And yet you long for that. You long for that. There's a part of you that knows that you are divinity. Yeah, you're constrained by humanity right now, but you know that this is part of your journey to clear the path to your destiny. You know it. And the way you're going to get there to that place of fulfillment, of abundance, of, freedom, is by listening within. Trusting that you can hear spirit within. You can hear your higher power within, whatever you want to call it, your intuition. You can hear it and you can act from that place, and you can trust that you will be safe. Maybe not by the standards of the world, not in the way, some of the things that you'll be called to do will seem, oh my God, what is this I'm doing here, basically. And yet you know that as you act from that place within, the dreams in your heart will come to pass. I live by this, delight yourself in the Lord and He will give you the desires of your heart. I live by that. It's like delight yourself in the inner man, and the desires of your heart are a done deal. Don't think that there's some kind of, because when we're spiritual people, I was even having this conversation again with God this morning about the fact that, but supposing I'm just being really mercenary. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to think about the desires of my heart, it's just, let me just think about holy things and spiritual things. And, I just want to change the world and help people. I don't want to think about money and, having to live and all of that stuff. And so you might think that, if you try to live from that intuitive place, that you're not allowed to have material things. And I say, honey, that is such a human concept. It's such a human concept that these things are separate, that there's a spiritual thing and there's a material thing. There's just life. It's okay to want the things that you desire. It's okay. And as you live from that intuitive guidance inside of you, that's how you are safe. That's how you are elevated. That's how you create the life of abundance, of prosperity, of fulfillment, where you know you're on purpose, of freedom, where you get to do more of the stuff that you choose to do, as opposed to stuff you feel you have to do to make it through. Freedom, abundance, fulfillment is yours as you live from a place of intuitive guidance. Will you do that? And if you are that spiritual person determined to live from this place within, go get my book. If you don't already have it, it's at rosemarynonnyknight.com/book gift. It's called Pray, Affirm, Receive. Go get it. I'm giving it away for free at the moment. Go get it, read it, implement it. It is time for you to awaken. Until the next time, much amazing love. Bye.